there. Welcome to Nurse Table Talk. I'm Kathy.
I'm Nurse Julie.
And today we are going to talk about how to save time and money and have a great doctor's appointment, because
Right.
we know, we've heard over the years that people just feel rushed when they're at their appointment, and they feel
Right.
like they're in and out in 20 minutes and they're not even sure what happened.
Right. It's a blur.
It's a blur. So we really want everybody to feel empowered with a good toolbox
Right.
of how to go
Right.
to the doctor's office. And
Right.
so we're going to kind of talk about what that needs to look like and what you can expect
Right.
as a result.
Right. So when I was talking to my patients, one thing that I would tell them is keep a list of everything that you want to talk about with them. And you should probably narrow it down to your top 2 or 3 priorities, because they are on a limited time basis, and they don't mean to, but that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, that's why it feels rushed, is because
Right.
you're only going to get 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it could be that you have medication concerns, or you have swelling, or you're in pain.
Yeah,
or,
but narrow it down.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, make that list of those 2 or 3 concerns.
The other thing is always take a list of your medication. If you have to tote the bag in there,
Right.
because you've got 45 different things of medicine, that's okay. Take it
Right.
with you. If they ask you, I hate it, because if you go without that information, whether you have a printed list or a written out list or your actual medication vials and bottles, a lot of times Dr. A doesn't talk to Dr. B if they're not in the same system, whatever.
Right.
And they're not even sure what you're on. Sometimes I've seen people prescribe the same thing twice.
Right.
So take a big list of that.
And they could have changed one of your medications that said you were supposed to take it daily, but then they changed them, you got better, and so now you only have to take it once a week.
Yeah.
So they're still going to review your medications, but it'll just go much more quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything
So,
else, Julie?
You can ask about generic medications. If you
Yes.
find, maybe that's one of your concerns, you found that your medication, one of them was costing too much, and you're going in to ask the doctor, hey, is there any alternatives that maybe I can consider? Okay, so another thing, besides your medications being reviewed, they may review your family history and also your allergies.
Yeah, so it's really important, right? So if someone's had like a weird reaction to a new cream or a cosmetic,
Right.
or something that they just tried from the last time
Right.
they were at the doctor, they should probably remember to write that down so they can bring it up so it could be added to their list of allergies.
Right.
Okay.
And then you want to take a loved one with you. I've mentioned to people, you may want to take somebody into your appointment with you.
That's the best advice ever.
Yeah, because sometimes people get so overwhelmed. There's so many interruptions. Somebody comes in, they're asking each other questions, the clinicians, and then you get confused, where did I leave off? And so having 4 ears versus 2 is just really a good practice.
Yep. Another big help to help you get a bigger bang for your buck at a doctor's appointment is that if you are a diabetic testing your blood sugars, or if you have a diagnosis of high blood pressure and you're on blood pressure medication,
Right.
scenarios like that, right, where you're on a medication that's supposed to be treating something,
Right.
if you're taking readings, you probably, I always love it when people come into the doctor's office and they say, here's my blood sugars for the past 2 weeks, or here's my blood pressures for the last 4 mornings. Because
Right.
if they need to make medication changes, the first thing they're going to do is tell you to go home and spend 4 days taking track of your blood pressure. And now you're paying twice.
Right.
Now you have to go back.
Co-pays on two times.
Co-pays twice.
Right.
So if you go in armed with your information,
Right.
then you're automatically saving yourself time and money and not having to go back for that follow-up, because
Right.
you're doing the work before you get there in the first place.
Right. And so in summing this up, I mean, keeping a list, having your medication information, any allergies, any new reactions,
Yes.
what's worked in the past, what are you wanting for this appointment? have the appointment. You're in charge of your appointment.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
be in charge.
Absolutely. And don't ever forget either that you have to be very honest with what you're actually doing. And so if doctor has you on a protocol or a regimen that doesn't work with your life plan, you don't have to fudge your way through that appointment. You can just say, you know what, doc, I haven't done that in 3 months. I'm not doing it. It's one thing for them to prescribe it. They're not going home with you. And so if you're not doing what they told you to do, be honest so that they aren't walking around
Right.
not treating the same person who's sitting across from them.
Right. I just thought of another category that the more clear you are, the better off, and helps your appointment move more it flows
Effectively,
is pain. If somebody's, well, doctor, I'm in so much pain. Well, they're going to ask you, well, what kind of pain? Where is the pain? Can you rate your pain 1 to 10? 10 being the worst, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Opposite.
Forget the pain. But anyway, they're going to ask you to rate your pain. And so, or what kind of sensation are you having? Is it dull? Is it aching?
Yeah,
is it throbbing?
Use your words, adjectives. Use your words.
Where
right?
is it? How does it feel? Rate it, and it just it narrows down the length of time that they're going to have to pull that information out of you.
It's a much better appointment. So we know that we've given you a lot of information today on how to go to the doctor's office. The reason that this is near and dear to us is that so many times people are spending their valuable money to go to a doctor's visit because they feel like they really have a problem, and we follow up with them a day or two later and nothing really came of it.
Right. They don't remember. There was too much chaos and everything going on with and they weren't ready and prepared.
Yeah.
And so the 15-20 minutes went by and boom, they don't even know what they accomplished.
Yeah, and it took
Very
them
frustrating.
Yeah, and it took them 3 months to get in. So we're trying to save you that level of frustration, and we want you to get the right care at the right place when you need it. So any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment box, and thanks for putting up with us on Nurse Table Talk, and we'll see you again.
See you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Like the content you just watched? Hit the like button or hit subscribe here. If you want to be notified of any future videos, please ring that bell. If there's any topic you'd like to see discussed, leave us a comment in the comment section. Nurse Table Talk. Save time, save money, be informed. Thanks for watching.